Police departments across the country have come under cultural fire as national protests begin to call for defunding the police. But what does that phrase actually mean? WFMZ's Bo Colt now has more.
The nationwide protests are sparking a call for cultural change within our police systems, but in some cases, also defunding them.
So it's not about, again, defunding the police department so much as there's been a disinvestment into communities of color.
Executive Director of Promise Neighborhoods of the Lehigh Valley, Hasshan says the issue is public safety, but who feels comfortable, secure, and treated fairly in it. And for Batts and those who are for this movement, it's not necessarily about removing all police officers from the street. It's more about allocating resources and funds into social programs that can prevent the crimes before they happen.
Long before the trigger is pulled, people are murdered. People are murdered because children don't have programming, that they don't have people that look like them within leadership positions. How do we create spaces where the children and the families and the people in need in our community feel as though they belong and that they can contribute?
Allentown City Councilman and former police captain Daryl Hendricks says the city policing has evolved greatly since he first started, pointing to the recent peaceful protests in Allentown as an example of how community policing is bridging the gap.
The use of force has changed greatly. Our policies, the police do not use chokeholds. They're not allowed to kneel on the neck of an individual.
But Hendricks argues police officers are forced into many roles members of the community aren't trained for.
A social worker is not somebody you're going to have coming to the scene of a barricaded gunman.
And social change is often achieved in small steps. And both Batts and Hendricks do agree change is already happening. Bo Colt now, 69 News.